Welcome back to Science Explained. Today, we're diving into a topic that has intrigued inventors, scientists, and dreamers for centuries: perpetual motion. These are some examples of perpetual motion. The perpetual motion wheel. One of the most common perpetual motion machine designs is the perpetual motion wheel. This is a wheel with various arrangements of weights, gears, and levers that supposedly creates a continuous motion without an external energy source. The idea is that as the wheel turns, the weights move, causing other parts of the machine to move and keep the wheel turning. Magnetic perpetual motion machines. Some inventors have proposed using magnets to create perpetual motion. The idea is to arrange magnets in a way that repels each other and keeps a wheel or other device moving continuously. While magnets can indeed exert forces on each other, they can't generate more energy than is put into the system initially. Hydrostatic perpetual motion machine. Some inventors have proposed using liquids and gases to create perpetual motion, claiming that the fluid's pressure differences can continuously drive a machine. One example is the watermill perpetual motion machine, where water is used to turn a wheel, and pressure differences within the water are said to keep the motion going. Then have you ever wondered if it's possible to create a machine that could run forever, defying the laws of physics? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore in today's video. But before we unveil the truth behind perpetual motion, let's ask ourselves a question. Does perpetual motion actually exist? Or is it simply a tantalizing concept that defies the laws of nature? Join me as we uncover the science, history, and mysteries surrounding this fascinating idea. Perpetual motion refers to the idea of creating a machine that can operate indefinitely without any external energy input, essentially generating its own energy and continuing to do useful work without ever stopping. While the concept might sound appealing, it contradicts the fundamental laws of physics, specifically the first and second laws of thermodynamics, which are well-established principles governing energy conservation and entropy. First law of thermodynamics, law of conservation of energy. This law states that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be converted from one form to another. In a perpetual motion machine, the device would need to continuously produce more energy than it consumes, which violates this principle. 2. Second law of thermodynamics, law of entropy. This law states that in any energy conversion or transfer, the total entropy, disorder or randomness of a closed system will always increase or remain the same. It will never decrease. A perpetual motion machine would have to operate in a way that reduces entropy continuously, which again goes against this law. In essence, the laws of thermodynamics impose limits on the efficiency and energy conversion processes of real-world systems. Friction, air resistance, and other factors result in energy losses, preventing any system from operating indefinitely without an external energy source. Over the years, countless attempts have been made to design perpetual motion machines, but all of them have failed due to these physical limitations. Even if a machine seems to be operating without an external energy source, it's more likely that some hidden energy input, such as friction or heat from the environment, is sustaining the motion. So, in perpetual motion wheel, friction in the machine's components, air resistance, and other energy losses always slow down the wheel until it stops. No matter how well designed the machine seems, these losses eventually catch up and prevent perpetual motion. There have been numerous historical attempts to build perpetual motion wheels, but they all failed due to the limitations imposed by the laws of thermodynamics. While for magnetic perpetual motion machines, in this design, as the machine moves, it faces resistance from friction and air, which slow it down. Additionally, magnets lose their strength over time, leading to further energy losses. Magnetic perpetual motion machines may appear to work for a short time, but they ultimately succumb to energy conservation principles. Lastly, hydrostatic perpetual motion machines will fail due to energy losses caused by friction, viscosity of the fluid, and other factors. In reality, pressure differences within fluids do not create unlimited energy. and the machine eventually stops due to the laws of thermodynamics. All these examples highlight the common theme that while perpetual motion machines might seem plausible at first glance, they ultimately fail because they cannot overcome the fundamental limitations imposed by the conservation of energy and the increase of entropy. And there you have it, the captivating world of perpetual motion examined. So, what's your take? Do you believe that perpetual motion is a possibility waiting to be unlocked? Or do you find yourself aligned with the laws of thermodynamics that firmly state otherwise? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this mind-bending topic. Leave your answers, comments, and questions down below in the comment section. And, of course, if you enjoyed this video and want to explore more intriguing subjects, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep expanding your horizons.